I'm Danny, that witch next door, and you're listening to That Witch Podcast. Hi, neighbor. Welcome back to another episode of That Witch Podcast. I'm Danny. I'm that witch next door. I'm going to be your host, your guide, your mentor, and instructor in all things magic, witchcraft, astrology, and witchy business. And it is time for another solar season pep talk. And it's time for the one and only Virgo season pep talk. And my friends, Virgo is the pep talk. Virgo energy is the ultimate pep talk. Virgo is an earth sign, and it is the mutable earth sign, which means not only do we have this really grounded, present energy, but we have a master of earthly adaptability. And this is why I, myself, many others, including the makers of the Numinous Astro deck, refer to Virgo as the alchemist. Because as a master of its own environment, Virgo can literally transform and transmute anything that it needs to. I think that there are plenty of lists, people make talking about their gripes and their complaints about Virgo energy. And the truth is so many people run from Virgo, not just around them, but within themselves, because this is one of the most truth-bearing signs, in my opinion. And it's why Virgo is able to have the superpowers that it does, because it gets down and it gets honest with itself and it does something with that information. This isn't the kind of energy for sitting on the sidelines and letting life and people and opportunity pass you by. For being a mutable sign, Virgo is very, very initiating, in my opinion. It's very, very bold, initiating energy, I believe. And this is why during this season, you'll see so many different references about Virgo season, encouraging you to get your shit together. We all have this kind of innate inspiration and motivation all of a sudden, this itch to grow and improve, to produce, to put out better quality. And I think it's easy to see and nitpick where things can kind of go wrong here. Sure. But I want you to give yourself permission to move wholeheartedly toward your own purpose. Part of that heart-centric fuel from Leo season into Virgo season is Virgo is where the actual fucking work is done. We're not just dreaming. Our heads aren't just up in the clouds. It's not just all ideas. It's not just all big talk. Virgo walks the walk, my friends. And Virgo season is the time to walk the walk. This is a whole different kind of confidence. Confidence that, in my opinion, gets a little bit outshined during Leo season. I think that confidence is kind of gifted to Leo and only Leo, and it comes from many different places in the astrological chart. And one of those sneaky little places, my friends, is absolutely in the sign of Virgo. I want Virgo season to give you permission to really focus on yourself. Really, really trust what happens when you really turn all of that love and energy that you poured out to those that you care about and all those things you value during Leo season. I want you to give yourself a good dedicated chunk of time to putting that toward you. You know, I think that it's easy to see, like I said, some of the more unevolved sides of Virgo, but one of the most important antidotes, if you will, is direction, is purpose. Virgo really only spins out when it doesn't know what it's doing and why it's doing it. There is a lot of depth of mind and capacity to this energy, and understanding the purpose of something is only going to increase Virgo's efficacy, quite honestly. So I don't want this to be this time of like moan and groan and look at all this work that I have to do. I want Virgo season, that sneaky Virgo confidence, to give you permission to totally trim away all that dead and dying shit, all of that work that you have to like force yourself to do that you absolutely hate to do. Either get it done or get it out. That's what Virgo does. It either needs to be worked through or it needs to be completely redefined and reworked and potentially throw the whole thing away and start fresh. But let Virgos, that again, that sneaky little confidence of not being afraid to make a decision, not being afraid to say yes, not being afraid to say no, in whatever drives you toward a better you. That's really, truly what Virgo wants at the end of the day. That's the fractal of your higher self that really, truly just wants the best for you. Maybe open yourself up a little bit and listen to what that is. It's so easy to call Virgo energy nagging, huh? Well, what's been nagging at you? And could you maybe open your mind a little bit and listen a little bit more intently and hear what that nagging feeling and nagging message has to say? Because maybe, just maybe, it's exactly what you need. It might not be anything big and life transforming. Virgo is the master of teaching us that we don't have to go big to go home. The beauty and the magic really is in the details and the day to day. It's the little things that really truly end up carrying us, sustaining us to the long haul. So I hope that you can look at your chart and look at Virgo a little bit differently this year. Give yourself permission to really embrace this energy. Embrace your inner nerd. Embrace your inner organizer. Embrace your inner hard worker. Embrace those things about yourself that everybody, made you feel like wouldn't be loved and adored and popular. Because those parts of you exist. And maybe they exist for really, really useful and really helpful and really accomplishing reasons. So I hope that you're able to give yourself a little bit of a Virgo hug today and really mindfully tap into this for the rest of this Virgo season. Okay. I love Virgo energy. I absolutely love Virgo energy. It's opposite my moon sign. I find it wonderfully balancing. And it's I love that welcoming, grounded, practical energy. It's no bullshit, no frills, take it or leave it kind of energy. And shit, if I'm not all about that. So don't forget, take a look in your chart. Where is Virgo? Does it rule any of your houses? Is it in it? Which house is it in? Do you have any placements there? Do you specifically not have any placements there? And if you don't, remember that the sun during Virgo season, it's there right now in that more empty area of your chart, activating this energy for you, giving you a little backstage pass, giving you an access key. All right. That's why it doesn't matter if you have empty areas in your chart. We're during different seasons and different cycles, we're given really easy access codes. Just take it and tap into this seriously, seriously underrated energy that is Virgo. All right, everybody. I hope this was inspiring. I hope that this was helpful. And I hope that this gave you a new appreciation for Virgo energy. I'm with you today and every day. Thank you so much for always being here and supporting me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week and Virgo season. Stay safe, have fun, and stay magical out there. Hi, neighbor. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of That Witch Podcast. If you want to support the show and get your hands on some really magical goodies, make sure you check out some of the awesome companies that I'm an affiliate for in the show notes below. You can also leave a 5-star rating and review on iTunes as well as Spotify now. And really the best way to support That Witch Podcast is just by sharing the show online, like your social media platforms, or telling a friend that you think would enjoy it. If you're looking for more magical content like bonus episodes, classes I teach, and support in your witchcraft, make sure you come check us out in That Witch School, my magical monthly membership with a very welcoming private online community. And don't forget to subscribe to my email list for weekly astro forecasts, journal prompts, and more, and stay up to date with all of the happenings here in the neighborhood.